Well, November is Epilepsy Awareness Month. In the U.S., nearly 3 million adults have epilepsy. That's 1% of all U.S. adults, and nearly 500,000 kids have active epilepsy. Now, here to talk to us more about raising awareness for epilepsy is Allison Roan with the Ohio Epilepsy Alliance. Allison, thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
And you're decked out in your purple.
That's
the color for the month.
It is.
Yeah, so for some people who may not know, what exactly is epilepsy?
So epilepsy is a brain disorder, and the symptom is that they have seizures. So it comes after 2 or more unprovoked seizures, greater than 24 hours typically. So, and what we mean by unprovoked is that we can't identify a root of their seizure. So you can have a seizure and not be diagnosed with epilepsy.
And when you say active epilepsy in children, what does that mean exactly?
I'm sorry. I'm not understanding the question.
Well, earlier I introduced you saying that kids have active epilepsy.
Yes.
I didn't know if there was a differentiation between that and adults, or if
Not
it's something that kids grow out of.
They can. That's not the case for everybody. So it just depends on the person. It's just like autism. It's a spectrum, so it's not the same person to person.
Got it. So knowing what we do when someone is having a seizure is so important. What should people know to do?
So it depends on the type of seizure. So specifically for the tonic-clonic seizures are the ones where you might see them falling down and having a convulsion. We want to trust. So we created this little acronym with Epilepsy Alliance America to help people kind of remember what to do in the event that they see a seizure. So we want to turn them on their side. Then we want to remove objects and glasses. So if they're wearing a mask or a scarf or a tight tie or button, then we want to use something soft under their head. So ideally in a perfect world, a pillow would be great, but that's not always going to be realistic. So a bundled up hoodie or jacket works fine. A backpack, even just your lap works fine. Then we want to stay calm and stay with the person. So have at least one person staying with them, reassuring everyone that everything's okay. You can delegate different tasks to other people on how to respond. So if it's to call EMS, if it's to kind of create a barrier so they have a little bit of privacy during their seizure. And that could bring us to our next acronym, which is the T, which is to time it. So you can delegate somebody to time it. The seizures, these are typically 1 to 3 minutes.
Yeah, and for people that are aware of this or have someone that deals with epilepsy, they're very familiar. And for other people, it's something you have to learn. And several businesses are showing their support for Epilepsy Awareness Month by lighting up purple. Tell us more about that and what it means.
Yeah, so that's just an initiative we've been trying to grow throughout the state of Ohio. So we've had lots of growth this year. So locally, the Cincinnati Bengals, the Cincinnati Reds, FC Cincinnati, Richter and Phillips, and some Union Terminal, the Art Museum, some places in Mount Adams. So everyone has participated this year, and it's been really nice just showing the community that we support those living with epilepsy and that we see them and we want to show that we're behind them and wanting to raise awareness.
Yeah. And this is exciting. There's also merch from a certain Bengals favorite to support the Epilepsy Alliance that people can buy.
Yes. So they are available on our website. There's a link on our Facebook page as well. We just posted it today. So it is with Ted Karras' foundation, the Cincy Hat Foundation. And so all of the proceeds from the hat sales go to our programs and services to keep it free for everybody and an accessible resource.
Important information to know. Epilepsy Awareness Month is here. Allison Roan, thanks so much for joining us. As we mentioned earlier, knowing what to do when someone has a seizure is essential. So you can scan the QR code there on your screen to download your seizure response card. This will allow you to have the step-by-step process right there at your fingertips in case of an emergency. Allison, thanks so much.